The most common question that I am asked by my clients is, my specific person was the one to leave me. So how am I supposed to get them to miss me? Or how am I supposed to get them to want me back? Or to change their mind? Or even to apologize for some of the things that they said and did? Now this question is fantastic because the logical mind does an amazing job at convincing us that things are unlikely. It will say such things like, well, if they left you, why would they want you again? Or look at what XYZ thing in the reality is showing, how is this even going to change? And things like that. The logical mind is great at what it does, using logic. But remember, the subconscious mind and the power of manifestation is an entirely illogical process. What this means is, essentially, everything that the conscious mind is saying holds no precedence and power in the realm of manifestation and within the power of the subconscious mind, assuming that you don't allow it to. So, no matter what has happened, no matter what they may have said or done, you still can have them missing you, apologizing to you, wanting you, whatever it is that you want. But of course, it takes feeding the correct things to your subconscious mind to create the correct outcomes. But in order to do that, we need to consider what your 3D reality currently is in the first place to know how we can change what is there. Now, your 3D reality is nothing more than a projection of old thoughts and assumptions that have impressed the subconscious mind and are playing out now. Of course, in some instances where it's things that they may have said or done in the past, put yourself in that moment as opposed to the present moment. The things that they were saying and doing then were just a reflection of old thoughts and assumptions that have impressed to make that thing happen at that time. Remember this phrase and take it with you anywhere you go. Your old thoughts and assumptions create your today's reality. So change today's thoughts and assumptions to create a different future reality. And that is essentially the message behind what I'm about to talk about in this video. Your reality, what they said, what they did, blah, 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 was things that you overly associated with to create that outcome. Could have been things like not feeling good enough to have them, being insecure that they're going to find someone better, being concerned that the distance was going to create some sort of separation, being concerned that their friends may not have liked you and they were sort of speaking in your specific person's ear about how much they should leave you or something like that. Obviously, there are an infinite number of different ways that a situation like this could have happened, but just take those as a baseline. But at one point in time, you overly associated with those stories as your internal truth. Your focus, what you were thinking about it, what you were assuming about it, was being fed to your subconscious mind and then pushed out for you to experience. Think of it like a funnel. They go in as thoughts, assumptions, awareness, and they come out as actualized reality. What you are experiencing or what you have experienced is nothing more than that process. It's not like there's some separate from time and space deity or something like that that just seems to have power of their own. Your reality is merely just based on that. What your specific person may have said or done is based on a script, whether specific, i.e. you outright said that they were going to leave you for Deborah at the office, or general, you didn't feel good enough for them, therefore they ended up proving that by leaving you for Deborah at the office. That script is passed on to them, they play it out. That is it. So if you wish for them to miss you, to change their mind, to want you again, you need to change that script. You need to create a new association that you will associate as truth to then create that outcome. Get clear on what it is that you want, how you want them to treat you, whether you want them to miss you or to make the move to be with you, whether you want them to treat you like a princess or a prince, or whether you want them to be a different way with you. Get deeply clear on what you want, and then begin to associate that as your truth. Anytime your mind goes to the opposite, they said they don't want me, they left me, so how could they miss me, they did X, so that means that I can't get Y. Anytime that your mind goes to that point, try your absolute best to redirect it toward your new association. Your aim is to stop associating with those thoughts as your truth. When they come up or when the 3D reality is showing you something, don't react to it or think upon it or assume anything about it that implies that it is real. If your mind says, well, they left me, so how could they ever miss me again? And you go, oh, yeah, you know what? That's absolutely correct. Like, what? This is never going to work. You're associating with that as truth. You are telling your subconscious mind that you're currently not with them. You're telling your subconscious mind that they don't, in fact, miss you. And you're telling your subconscious mind that you don't see a way out of this. So if you're associating with that story, how could you ever expect things to change in a fluent motion? Well, chances are they're not. So what you want to do is you want to be aware of when your thoughts go to this space. Become aware of what you're associating with up here as your truth and direct it towards something new. Your mind tells you they're not going to ever miss you because they left you because of the problems that you had. What am I even thinking? They are currently with me right now. They're head over heels in love with me. They want nothing more than to be in this amazing relationship with me. Or I remember when I used to think that they didn't want to be with me or that they wouldn't miss me, but now, due to the way that they treat me, it's evident just how much they love me, just how much they want to be with me. What am I even concerned about the idea that we're not going to be together? That's a ridiculous thought. We're together right now. They absolutely adore me. They do everything they can to make me feel good. They do everything they can to make sure that this relationship works. We are the perfect couple, and the world knows it. Just a couple of examples, but the idea is to sort of go, what the hell is that you're showing me? Whether it's thoughts, whether it's 3D stuff, whether it's kind of you feeling that kind of story. What the hell is that? That's not true for me because this thing is instead. You're disassociating from the former and associating with the latter. And this, if you can do this and get clear on what it is that you want, if it's missing, your new story should be regarding them missing you. If it's a relationship, your new story should be regarding them wanting to be with you. If it's friends with benefits or an apology or anything to that nature, your job should be saying, what the hell is that crap that you're showing me that is not true for me? This thing is true for me. Come on, subconscious mind, stop being stupid. That's not for me. This thing is. If you want to do that via robotic affirmations, great. If you want to do that through the sort of self-talk method sort of thing that I just did there as a demonstration, great. If you want to say, that's not true for me because, and then show your mind a scene that implies something new, great. Does not matter what you do, as long as what you are doing is helping you associate with what you want to be true for you as truth and disassociating with what you don't want to be true for you as truth. Let me ask you this really quick. Do you have an understanding of what it is that you want out of life? The best case scenarios, the most amazing outcomes. And furthermore, do you have an understanding of what's stopping you from manifesting those outcomes? If the answer is yes, once you've watched this video, head over to my email, mindoverthismatrix@gmail.com, and shoot me an email saying what it is that you want and bullet pointing the issues that you are currently having manifesting it. What I'll do is I'll send you a completely free response detailing how I could use my expertise and experiences to help you overcome those issues so you can finally manifest your desires once and for all. I really look forward to seeing your emails, and I really look forward to helping you help yourself manifest your desires. Now let's finish off this amazing video. Because even amongst the, probably at this point, millions of manifestation videos, both law of attraction and law of assumption videos, what it ultimately comes down to is what in here is real for you. What do you go back to? What are you choosing as your new story? All the methods, all the coaches, all of the, myself included, anything I say will come under helping you make that new association. The robotic affirmations, the visuals, SATs, acting as if, other people helping you on your journey, whatever it is, its ultimate aim is to get you to go, essentially in one form or another, that crap that you're showing me, whether it's thoughts or 3D reality, is not truth. This stuff here about how they miss me, about how they want to be in a relationship with me, about how we have the best intimacy, about how we're a power couple, this stuff over here, this is my truth. And I will continue to redirect my focus back to that point until it happens. Not until I feel it should have happened, because remember, that's logic, until it happens. Persist until it hardens into fact. Not persist until your logical mind says, well, I've been doing this for this long and yada, yada, yada. Why is it not working yet? No, because that's logic in an illogical process. The only time logic is ever allowed within this process is when you're getting clear on what you want, you're getting clear on the kind of association you want to be true, and if you're genuinely taking a personal inventory to say, what could I be doing better? That is the only time that logic is ever allowed in this process. The rest of the time, it's illogical faith. It's illogical discipline to do it anyway. It's, yeah, I may not be seeing what I want, but because I'm associating with that, that's why I'm not seeing what I want. So instead, I'm going to associate with a news story as my truth. I'm going to say, hey, this new stuff over here, this is for me instead. Now, you can use that for anything. I titled this video something along the lines of how to make them want you when they left, or something like that. I still haven't fully worked out the title yet. But the principles are the same no matter what it is that you want from them. An apology, missing you but don't approaching you, friends with benefits because you don't want a relationship, full-blown relationship, friendship, just whatever it is. Stop associating with what they said and did. Anything that helps you stop associating, use it. Meditation, breath work, exercise, music, whatever it is that you can do to stop you from going down that rabbit hole of all the crap that they may have said and did, whether it's through thoughts or whether it's showing up in your reality, and then redirect yourself back to, because they love me, because they want to be with me, because they are with me, because we have the best friends with benefits, because we have the best friendship, because we have the best inset, whatever. That is manifestation, my friends. That is what is going to create your new story. That is what's going to make it natural for you. That is what is going to make it harden into fact, as long as you persist. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, drop me a like and a comment. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel because I drop amazing bombs like this 3 times a week and you do not want to miss out on them. If you're serious about manifesting your specific person and you just want that little bit extra personal help that maybe videos don't necessarily give you, I do have coaching services available at such an affordable price that is way more value than I charge for. So before the prices go up at some point in the future, I recommend you get in now. If you're looking for more help from me, but you don't want to go for full-blown coaching, I do also have a monthly membership where you can get tons of exclusive stuff, and extra videos and all that jazz. On the Gold Tier membership, you can also get a 10-minute call with me, which tons of people have found amazing value out of. So get that while you can, because that price might go up sometime soon as well, because the value is incredible. I also have the scripting service where I can script for you and hold your desires in my thoughts as I go throughout my day, just as a bit of a helping hand and stop you from doing this alone. So if you're interested in that, in the description is the link to that. And in that description is also the link to my Linktree, where you can find the links to the other things that I mentioned in this poorly done outro. But thank you so much for watching today, and I will catch you lovely soldiers in the next one. Bye-bye.